Today is July 3rd, 2024, and I am on my way to the podcast summit in Atlanta, Georgia. And I'm super excited for the opportunity to be able to meet other podcasters, network, really gain some more visibility for Her Desired Haven podcast, which is my podcast. If you didn't know, I started a podcast. My first episode, I believe, was posted back in 2021. And so I've been doing it ever since. It's been a journey. I've taken long breaks. I've been discouraged. I've been empowered. I've gone through all the motions, but I'm so grateful to God that I've been able to start this this is all God. This podcast is something that God gave me to start. And so I'm so grateful that He's given me the courage, the strength, the confidence to be able to do this, because it's not easy and it's a lot of work. But I made a promise, like a commitment to God, that I will go all in, and He gave me that. He said, go all in, like give it your all and see what that produces. So I'm so grateful to God that this faith move of going to this podcast, I'm in Illinois, so to go all the way to Atlanta, with the kids, having to coordinate things as a single mother, stuff like that. So it's been a journey, but I'm grateful to God that He's opened up the doors and given me the opportunity to do this. I know and trust that it'll be such a blessing and a great experience. And I'm just praying that, everything go well. I'm praying for traveling grace, that God protect me, help me to not be afraid, help me to stay courageous and strong, and just to be authentically who I am, and just to meet new people, be able to network and connect with other creators, other podcasters, and to learn. There's going to be such a wealth of information and knowledge in the room. I'm just here to soak it all up like a sponge and learn, and then execute and implement on those things later. So I'm super excited for this opportunity. I'm grateful to God, and I'm about to leave. I've already packed and everything. I'm ready to go, and I will update you guys as soon as I get to the airport. I'll see you later. Bye. I'm back. So I finally made it to the hotel. I just checked in, kind of got settled in. I know early check-in is at, I think, 5. So I'm going to go ahead and go downstairs and do early check-in so I can get that taken care of, so I don't have to do it tomorrow. But I just wanted to stop back in. The flight was really quick. My ears were hurting a little bit, but it was really quick, and it was okay. I flew Delta, and yeah, so I will see you guys soon. I will catch back up with you later. Bye. I am back, and I registered, and I actually met one person so far. My goal is to introduce myself to 10 people, so 9 more to go. I'm excited. Hopefully I exceed that. But I registered, and they gave us like these bags, and I had to get some food because I was hungry. I had to get some food, something to drink. But they gave us these bags, and I'll show you. These bags and my podcast bag. A book, networking, no. We have card, eCam. We have a bottle. That's nice. We have a card for a Social Proof podcast in the morning meetup. That's the bag. Alright. And here is the badge that they gave us for tomorrow. All of the meetups and sessions and everything start tomorrow. This is just early check-in, so everything starts tomorrow. They said I don't have to go back down there and check in again. I can just go in when they open the doors, so I'm excited. Doors open at 9, so I'm super excited. Yeah, and I will just keep y'all updated with how it goes, and yeah, I will talk to you soon. Bye. Got to tell you, I did go downstairs. They have like a lot of pepperoni pizza because I'm starving, so yeah, it looks good. So I'm gonna go ahead and eat and just relax for the rest of the day. Later, see you tomorrow. Bye. All right, you guys, it's day 1 of the podcast summit. I'm super excited, but I will not lie, I'm nervous a little bit because it's like the first day of school. Like, I literally do not know anyone. I came by myself, so I'm really excited to be able to meet new people, to network, to learn, and just have a good time. So I will update you guys and let you know how everything goes. I'm really challenging myself to like hand out my business cards, to meet at least 10 people. Like, I have certain goals that I want to reach and achieve and accomplish. So hopefully and prayerfully I meet all those today. So pray for me as I go downstairs fearlessly to do what I know in my heart God has called me to do. And I will update y'all on how it goes later. All right, bye. So this is the app for the podcast summit that they have, and these are the speakers and the schedule. So you got to make your own schedule, and then it'll have each session that you're signed up for.
Who's invested in a microphone? Who's invested in lighting? Who's invested in a camera? Who's invested in software to upload and edit? You are investing dollars, and now you need to receive a return. Somebody say, I'm here for my return. I'm here for my return.
Okay, y'all, I am back from the day 1 podcast summit, and oh my goodness, I don't even have words right now. I really don't. It was so good. I learned so much. I've met so many people and have been able to network and connect with other people. I'm grateful for those connections that I've made. I am just super excited. It's so much information. It's such a wealth of information. I'm still processing it, but I took so many notes. I have my little notebook here that my daughter gave me. And I have so much notes, but this is just day 1. And oh my goodness, there's so much here. Words cannot express, but I will get into what my favorite session was today. I I want to say Willie Moore Jr., Love You More, the Love You More podcast, but Willie Moore Jr., for me, just that connected with me on the spiritual level so much. That was probably my favorite one. He was one of the first speakers. That was probably my favorite. And then also the Mario Armstrong one was good because this is something that I need to start implementing and I'm focusing on now, which is like the brand partnerships and stuff like that, getting brand sponsorships. So that one was so interesting to me, and it's like all the information amazing. So I like that one. But my favorite was the Willie Moore Jr. one because there was so much confirmation in there for me, and he just spoke from the heart, and I felt like the piece about just your heart being right, like above all things else, oh my goodness, is it raining? Just about like your heart being right and all that you do with the podcast. Your sole motivator cannot be money, but there has to be a purpose behind what you're doing, and it just resonated with me so much. Like, he's such a authentic person. I feel like a down-to-earth person and a believer in Christ, and what he does, he desires to glorify him. And that really connected with me because that's what I do. I have a podcast, Her Desired Haven podcast, and in it, I'm doing it because it's the work of God. I feel in my spirit God has called me to do this, and I'm reaching people, trying to serve, trying to help. And I just loved his whole message. He even spoke about the story of David and how he was anointed as king and stuff like that, which is something that I've even been teaching right now. And I teach children's ministry, so I've been teaching the kids about the life of David. So I've been studying that too, and just so many things that was confirmation for me. So that was my favorite. I enjoyed the I enjoyed the Mario Armstrong one with the brand, and yeah, those are my two favorite for today. We'll see about tomorrow. There's so much more. I'm just so excited. There's so many more speakers tomorrow, and I'm just excited about being able to continue to learn and just gain as much information as possible while I'm here, and continue to make connections and meet people and network. So I will update you guys tomorrow to let you know how it goes. Tomorrow, some of the speakers we're going to have, let me see. Sorry if the audio is not that great. I'm limited in resources right now. But let me see. Tomorrow we have Dan Priestley, how to turn your audience into clients. We have Brandy Harvey, how to conduct an incredibly engaging interview. B. Simone, launching your podcast, driving engagement and building influence. Of course, David Shands, multiple ways to monetize your podcast. Then we have lunch. After that is Ryan and Tyshawn, and that's the Hardly Initiated podcast. And theirs is about how to identify your target audience and create bingeable content from day one. Definitely want to go to that one. And then we have Ernestine Bree and Aurora Sadler, and it's how to write scripts for skits, movies, and short films. We have Ashley, create more income and income by hosting live events, and Nehemiah Davis. And then they have the content booths down there where you can actually interview people and record live podcasts as well. So I am super excited about tomorrow. I will check back in with you guys and let you know how tomorrow goes. All right, bye.
diary. I want y'all to write that down. Hopefully you can take notes this whole episode. I want you to write down my podcast is my virtual diary, because whether you're talking about your own personal life, your trauma, your depression, or those cats that we talked about earlier, it's your virtual diary for how you perceive from your vantage point, and you're choosing to share that with the world. Thank you for sharing with us.
Foundation has grown since 2000.
It grown a great deal. And I really want to dedicate that to you, because we won the neighborhood awards, and with the money we opened up our very own community center. At this community center, we have several free programs such as piano lessons. It's possible they believe in their dream, that they work hard, and stay dedicated.
I had such an amazing time. I don't want to go home, but I have to. It was so fun. It was so transformative. The things that I learned in the last few sessions, like, I think, let me see what was my favorite session today. My favorite session today was, let me think. I think Nehemiah Davis. Yeah, Nehemiah Davis. That was my favorite one for sure. And man, just so much confirmation. Now it's time to execute everything that they taught us, every speech, everything that I learned. Now it's time to execute. So I'm just super excited. I had such a great time. I will be honest, like, I was very nervous and anxious and just about coming. Even after being here, I was struggling a little bit because, like I said, I came by myself. I didn't come with anyone intentionally. I wanted to really meet people, network, be able to talk to people and not hide behind anyone else, not be, like, I needed to do this for myself. I needed to see myself in this environment, and I'm so proud and happy to say that, like, pretty much all my goals that I set for myself to accomplish while I was here at this podcast summit, I did. Like, as far as handing out business cards and letting people know about my podcast, as far as introducing myself to at least 10 people, you know what I mean? I believe I exceeded that. So I'm just grateful, for the opportunity. I've really proven to myself that I can do this, and that I'm serious, and that I'm all in. And beyond that, I feel like I'm showing God that, hey, even if I feel uncomfortable, even if I feel awkward, even if I, am afraid, whatever the case may be, like, I'm going to do whatever I have to do to honor you and obey you, regardless of how it feels in the moment. And I truly feel like this was a faith journey. This was a leap of faith in me just being obedient to what God has already given me. And I know God wanted me to come to this event because of how transformative it was going to be for me and my journey with podcasting and being an entrepreneur, working for myself. So I learned so much. I'm so grateful that I come. I would definitely recommend, like, I already want to go next year. I would definitely recommend the podcast summit to anyone who's interested. It was just so fun, so amazing, but so transformative, so educational. Like, there's so much information, so many talented, gifted, successful people, like, that poured into us all. So I'm just grateful for the opportunity, and I would definitely recommend it to anyone who's thinking about going, because it was such a great experience. So yeah, so other than that, I'm on my way back home tomorrow early in the morning. So I'm gonna get to bed, and I will see you guys soon in the next video, or I'll see you tomorrow and update you when I get home. Bye. I wanted to come back on here and say Brandy Harvey, and this is what I think I needed, like, the most, because her session was about having an engaging interview, how to conduct an engaging interview, and I feel like that's where I'm at right now. So her session was really good too. So between, I think Nehemiah was my first favorite, and then hers, for day 2 of the podcast summit 2024. Nehemiah Davis was the first, and then Brandy Harvey was really good as well. So I was able to learn a lot, And yeah, I'm just excited about actually executing everything that I learned. So I will keep you guys updated. Bye. All right, y'all, I am back home. I am so tired. I'm so tired. I'm back home from the 2024 podcast summit, and like I said, it was a really amazing, transformative experience for me. Like, meeting so many people, connecting with other like-minded individuals, other podcasters, and just the inspiration, the motivation, the confirmation. It was just a good experience. I'm at a loss for words. It was so fun, but it was also very educational. It was so much information, so I'm still processing everything. And I would definitely recommend it if you're a podcaster, even like a podcast producer, host, whatever. I would definitely recommend going to the next podcast summit in 2025. And yeah, it was just overall a great experience. I will talk to you later. Bye.